Understanding verbs, the heart of sentences. Verbs are action words. They tell us what someone or something does. Verbs are the most important part of a sentence. Without a verb, a sentence is incomplete. A verb gives the sentence meaning and tells us what is happening. For example, in the sentence "the cat sleeps," the verb is sleeps. It tells us what the cat is doing. Think of a sentence as a body. The verb is like the heart, making everything work. Verbs in action, bringing sentences to life. They are the dynamic elements that transform simple words into vivid expressions. Verbs are like the engine of a sentence, driving the narrative forward and giving it momentum. They make things happen and tell us about the action, whether it's running, playing, or bustling through a busy street. For example, the dog barked, or she sings beautifully. These actions paint a picture in our minds. These verbs, barked and sings, show action and bring scenes to life with their vivid descriptions. Verbs can also tell us about a state of being, such as meditating or feeling relaxed. For example, "I am happy," or "he seems tired." These states convey emotions and conditions. These verbs, am and seems, describe a state and help us understand the subject's feelings or conditions. Whether it's an action or a state of being, verbs breathe life into our sentences, making our communication vibrant and engaging. Everyday verbs, words we use all the time. We use verbs all the time in our everyday language. Some common examples include eat, sleep, walk, talk, and think. These verbs are simple but essential for communication. They help us describe our daily activities and thoughts. For example, we might say, "I eat breakfast every morning," "I like to walk in the park," or "I think about my future." These verbs, though simple, are the building blocks of our communication. Section 4, Action Verses. Linking verbs, different ways to describe. In this section, we will explore the fascinating world of verbs and how they function in our language. There are different types of verbs, each with its own function. Understanding these functions can greatly enhance our communication skills. Action verbs, as the name suggests, describe actions. They tell us what the subject of a sentence is doing. For instance, run, jump, write, or speak. These verbs are dynamic and show movement or activity. Linking verbs, on the other hand, connect the subject of a sentence to a state of being or a description. They do not show action, but rather link the subject to additional information. Examples include is, am, are, was, were, seem, become, and appear. These verbs help to provide more details about the subject. For example, in the sentence, "the flower is beautiful," the verb is links the subject flower to the description beautiful. This helps to create a vivid image in the reader's mind. Understanding these different types of verbs helps us use them correctly and effectively in our writing and speech. By mastering both action and linking verbs, we can communicate more clearly and expressively. Section 5. The Power of Verbs, making communication clear and strong. In this section, we delve into the significance of verbs in our daily interactions and written communication. Verbs are essential for clear and effective communication. They are the action words that drive our sentences and convey our intentions. They bring our sentences to life, giving them meaning and purpose. Without verbs, our language would be static and lifeless, lacking the dynamism that verbs provide. By understanding the different types of verbs and how to use them correctly, we can express ourselves more clearly and effectively. This knowledge allows us to communicate our thoughts and ideas with precision. Strong verbs make our writing more vivid and engaging. They add color and depth to our narratives, making them more interesting to read. They paint a picture in the reader's mind and make our words memorable. Just like an artist uses colors to create a masterpiece, we use verbs to craft compelling stories. So the next time you write or speak, pay attention to the verbs you use. Consider their impact and choose them wisely to enhance your message. Choose them carefully to make your communication powerful and impactful. Remember, the right verbs can transform your communication from ordinary to extraordinary.